Hello. It's been a long time since I've made a YouTube video. There's just been so much going on. So we moved to across Texas. I won't give the place because, privacy. But it's a city compared to the country we're living in. So that's taking some time to get used to. Um, we moved here back in March. And then, I wasn't planning on working, but my husband was, and then COVID hit, and surprise, nobody. So we ended up doing little things on the side. We did Uber Eats, and that actually helped us stay afloat, which was nice. Fast forward a few months, I've had my second child. I'm not pregnant anymore. I don't even know if I announced I was pregnant on my YouTube, to be honest with you. I'm trying to see if this is empty. It is. So yeah, I had my second child. I had him 3.5 weeks early due to me getting preeclampsia again. What sucked about that was having to have another C-section because that was definitely not in my plan. My plan was to get a VBAC for sure. But God has other plans, and sometimes you don't get a say in them. So, yeah. So, oh well, it is what it is. We have moved into a really nice house, which I'll try to do a video tour of soon-ish. But I love it. It's amazing. It is so much nicer than the house we were in. And has central heat and air. It's in a really nice neighborhood. We have a pool out back. I'll definitely be showing all that. It's about 3:30 in the afternoon, and yes, I barely took a shower. You know what life with a newborn's like? Realizing it's been 2 days since you took a damn shower and going, oh, I better take one. Luckily, I had just fed him. Ooh, close and personal. Which meant he was going to be going down for a nap. Again, newborns sleep a lot. This is kind of a bliss stage, honestly. So I knew he'd be going back to sleep. I waited till he went back to sleep, ran and took a really quick shower because I'm still not confident enough not to shower when he's asleep. So, husband did start a new job this week, so I'm having to adapt to having both kids and 3 dogs all by myself. Going to the store yesterday was definitely eventful. I have mad respect for people who have more than 2 kids, especially kids that are close in age. I am blessed in the fact that mine are 8 years apart. So my eldest will be turning 9 in August, and my youngest turned a month today. So I am blessed in that fact. I'm not having to wrangle a bunch of small kids into a vehicle. But it was still interesting nonetheless. I feel like a whole brand new mom, honestly, with all of this, because I'm starting over brand new, basically. The good thing about this round is I was 19 when I had my first, and I am now 28, so I feel a lot more mentally prepared for this one than I did my last. So that's nice. Anyways, he didn't have to go into NICU. We were in the hospital. I was in the hospital a day and a half. He was in the hospital a day. Yeah, I got a C-section at about 7 p.m. Yeah, I think it was, it was 6 p.m. 6 p.m. And I was out of there before 7. It went very fast. It went very smooth. That is the only compliment I have about that doctor. So that doctor, I kept having high blood pressure. But I know my body. When I have high blood pressure, I have a migraine from hell. When I have true high blood pressure. I would only have high blood pressure in his office. He'd stick me in the hospital, and then my blood pressure would be normal. No joke. And he was connected to the hospital. So in the amount of time it took me to walk from one to the other, I'd be normal. This doctor does not believe in white coat syndrome, so he did not believe that it could be my anxiety. And I I get anxiety in a doctor's office, but for some reason that one, I got crazy high anxiety. I was not comfortable at all. Even my mom was like, this doctor's office is not good. She goes, I don't like it, and I'm not even the patient. So, I mean, bad vibes, unfortunately. And I was too late in my pregnancy to switch doctors, so I was stuck with what I had, and what I had wasn't great. He stuck me in the hospital. Once was my doing, and it was for something completely unrelated, but he put me in the hospital twice for blood pressure. And I'm on Medicaid right now. Or I was on Medicaid at the time because we didn't have jobs. I'm not anymore. And they sent a letter saying they weren't going to pay for one of my visits because of the fact that they couldn't figure out why I was there. There was no evidence as to why I should be there. Yeah, because my blood pressure wasn't high when I got there. Yep. So, fast forward, he did do a good job in my cesarean. I will give him that. It was fast, quick, painless, but it's not just him in there. It's another doctor. And then the people who gave me my shot knew what they were doing this time. So overall, that was a very good experience. He ended up weighing the exact weight Tyler did when Tyler was born, which Tyler was only 9 days early, and this one was 3.5 weeks early. So it makes me wonder what he would have been had I gone all the way. But he perfect, and I'll show him eventually on my channel, just not right now. So we get out of the hospital. My blood pressure is good all throughout the hospital. Yeah, and the reason I went to emergency surgery, well, it wasn't really emergency. They still had me sit for 3 hours. But the reason I went to surgery same day was because of high blood pressure. Again, right before my surgery, I was like perfect. No medication. I wasn't laying on my left side. Like, I never had high blood pressure in that hospital, before surgery or after. I don't know. Weird, right? Anyways, by that point, I was over it. Like, yeah, take this baby out of me. I'm close enough to 37 weeks. It'll be fine. Let's just do this. So I was gung-ho, let's go. Whee, yay. So we did that. And then, I get out of the hospital and I go to my 1 week appointment, and my blood pressure is high again. Okay, the preeclampsia is gone. Like, I had the baby. He even tested me for post preeclampsia, no protein, perfectly healthy, doing good. He's talking about putting me in the hospital again, and I put my foot down. I said, I'm not going back in the hospital. I have a newborn at home. I have an 8-year-old. My mom can't live with me forever. She's been here 3 weeks. Like, no. He's like, well, you have to go on high blood pressure medicine. All right, cool. I was on high blood pressure medicine for a week after my first. And that was for a week. I had high blood pressure and then went to my doctor, and they realized that's what I had, and then I got put on blood pressure medicine. So I took this blood pressure medicine for 2 weeks. It made me feel like crap. It made me lethargic, beyond tired. Like, I'm tired now. I wake up every 3 hours, but right now I can nap and I'll feel fine. On the medicine, I was just, no matter what I did, I was tired. It kept giving me weird other symptoms. I took it for 2 weeks. I quit taking it, and my symptoms went away, and I felt fine. So I think it was dropping me way low. I don't think I needed to be on it. Needless to say, I have not gone back to that doctor and will not be going back to that doctor. Seeing as how I am not working, I don't need a doctor's note to return to work because I'll be finding a whole new job. I've had a previous C-section. I know what to look for. I know how to take care of my body. I know how to read my body. I'm not doing it. I'm not putting myself in a situation that gives me so much anxiety. I feel like I'm going to have a panic attack. I don't know what it is about that office, but every time I go, I feel like I'm going to lose my mind. I just cannot get comfortable there. So, and it started out great there. So I don't really know what switched. Just it did. But, you live and you learn. So I'm a month after him. My thing is perfect. My incision's perfect. I started swimming very lightly. I listen to my body. When I get sore, or tired or I feel like I'm pushing it, I stop. I don't go over my limit. So I know that at 6 weeks I can start doing more intense, like jogging. And I know at 12 weeks is when I'm allowed to start lifting again. So I know what to do. I know how to listen to myself and I know how to judge what I'm doing. So yeah, that's my baby story. It's not the greatest, COVID really messed up a lot. It has for everybody. I didn't get my baby shower like I was planning. I didn't get to have family in the hospital. I did. My mom got to go with my surgery, but you can only have one person per 24 hours. So she stayed that night with me, and then my husband came the next day to meet his son. He did not want to go into surgery with me. I was fine with that. He didn't do very well with my first surgery. So, I mean, it wasn't like a big deal. But he doesn't stay overnight at hospitals, PTSD. So he won't do it, and I don't blame him. So my second night, I was by myself, which he did offer. I'll give him that. He offered to stay. He offered to leave and come back and stay the night. I told him no. Don't put yourself in that scenario that you don't really want to be in. Don't make yourself uncomfortable. I felt confident enough to take care of him because that morning I already had them take my catheter out and I had already been up. I was sore, but fine, honestly. Like, it really wasn't dramatic. So, and the third night my mom did come, or the third day my mom came to pick me up. I went home. So I only spent 2 nights. The nurses kept coming in asking if I needed help. I didn't. Honestly, I was fine. And he was perfect. So it went really well. C-sections do get easier every time you have one. That will be my last time not having another kid. Wasn't planning on this one. I always wanted a second, so I was excited. Don't get me wrong. But those pregnancies are too hard on me. And I'm getting close to my 30s, and I don't want a kid in my 30s. I don't want to be pregnant with a kid in my 30s. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Yep. That's how that went. It was good. It had its good and its bad points. I'm just glad it's over at this point. I'm ready to start working on myself and my health and my body. I've already dropped over 10 pounds since I've had him. When I had him, I was exactly 163. Last I checked last week, I was down to 147. So I've lost 16 pounds. I think I'm doing that math right. It might not be. But I've lost that much weight. So I'm really excited for that. I really haven't done much to lose that. I'm going to be starting my Thrive journey again. I'm very excited to get back on my Thrive. I just feel so out of it without it. I love it. I like to be on it. So, I'll be starting that. Hopefully, I'm hoping to order by the end of this week and start next week and take y'all on that journey with me. That's the plan anyways. And then, I only showered and got dressed because I'm going Uber driving when my husband gets home. Since I can't work full time, he works full time right now, and I Uber drive in the evenings and on weekends, just to have that little bit of extra cushion. So, anyways, I've been reading like crazy since I moved here. Like crazy. Right now, I'm really giving it my best. I'm really giving it my all, but it's hard to get through so far. It's this one. So, yep, that's what I'm on right now. It's starting to get okay. It's really hard to follow in the beginning, but oh well. All right, everyone, have a great week. Let's hope this COVID goes away soon because I need life to be back to normal. and I lost my mask, so I'm having to wear like a handkerchief, which is weird, and I don't agree with wearing masks. So anyways, that's another video for another time. Everyone have a great day. I'm so happy to be back on YouTube. I want to be doing some family videos, maybe some cooking videos, baking, really turn it into a family YouTube. And then once I get on my Thrive journey, you'll be following me through that. That's why I plan on taking this page now that I can devote a little bit more time to it. So everyone have a great week. I'm hoping to post at least once a week. Hopefully you follow me and keep up with me, and if not, that's fine. To each their own. But peace.